And so, to add a little bit more to the post that I just wrote, what happens is that because you are so attached to reaching the results that you so long to achieve, you've been trying so hard, maybe you've invested thousands by now and you're ready to invest some more, and you are just giving it your all. So you're so attached to making this dream come true. You know that this is what you want to do. So you are basically very convinced that this is what you are here to do. And because you are so convinced of that, you do all of the things. And this is very important because that's part of the catch-22 that so many people call going after their dreams. So going after one's dreams is always this vicious circle. And so when you cannot make it, the results show up. When you don't get the clients that you want, and I'm now using the specific reality of coaches and coaching. When you don't get the clients that you want, you don't get the money that you want, you have feelings of failure because you compare yourself to your peers, and you like, what the fuck, wonder what the fuck is wrong with you. And so you try and do all the things, all the programs, all the mentorships, and it just becomes a bigger hole. And you like try to stay committed because that's what you believe it's the way to go about it, because that's what you're told, to never give up. Don't give up. Don't quit your dreams. Blah, blah, blah. So, so all the while, you have all these people, your coaches, all of the acclaimed authors like Marianne Williamson or whatever. She has a book on money and work and all that. I remember reading it and thinking, okay, finally, this is it. This is like the end all be all, the truth of the matter. And of course it wasn't, because that's all light, you see. So there's shadow, there's light. You go from shadow to light, and none of that is the truth. So of course it's another failed attempt. It is a shedding light over things, but it's not the truth. So that's the discernment that I ended up making very late in my life, and it's the lifesaver discovery. It's the big life, my biggest life discovery, and the best of all of them. So what you are doing is insisting. You are attached to the dream, you are attached to the idea, you are attached to the money, you are attached to something that you believe it's honorable, it's good, and that will make you be the person that you want to become. It's not about the goal, but then at the same time it is, because you're not enjoying life because you don't have that experience, you don't have that reality, and you are feeling like a failure. So if you have money, like many people do, or if you don't and you go get it, you end up spending more and more in order to find the right coach that will help you get the results that you want. So if you have money, you will be really believing the things that they say also, which is that you've got to invest in yourself, and you've got to invest in yourself. That's what they say, at a higher price range than you are comfortable with, because that's part of the growth process. And so there's a lot of half-assed messages that have attempts at truth, but they are just light explanations. That it's of the light. All of these messages and suggestions and lessons and tips and do's and don'ts, this is all of the light. It's not the truth. So these are all pseudo truths, and they are so tempting, which is why you go for it. So what you end up what is the way out? It's like making a long story short. Well, how do you get out of this vicious circle, this trap of shadow and light, shadow and light? How do you get out? You get out by discerning, making the discernment of what is your inner knowing telling you to do. Because we all have our inner knowing. At every moment we do have our inner knowing. And the big unhooking and unhinging that you can make for yourself of your consciousness towards truth, to drop into truth, which is what you know, is for you to actually just stop everything that you're doing, push everything aside, and discern and tap into what you know, your own knowing. And in this place, your own knowing, you just discern at every thought that comes in, at every thought really that comes in. You discern if this is what you know that you should be doing right now, if this is the quality of the experience that you truly are here to experience. I'm going to repeat that, okay? So if right now, for example, you are sitting on a weekend at home, struggling for business and clients, and you are believing that you ought to do some course, some free training, okay? This can be an idea that crosses your mind because every coach in the world tells you to do something along these lines. Okay, so you have this thought, and then what you want to do, okay, instead of automatically going for it, you want to evaluate the quality of that energy in you. Because the difference between shadow, light, and truth is the quality of energy. Okay? That's it. So if you want to actually unhook from shadow and light, you need to be able to appreciate and recognize in yourself the difference of quality of energy between shadow, light, and truth. So shadow would be your frustration about not having clients. Light would be doing something that in a program or your coach or a colleague of yours or something that you've done in the past that worked, okay? So you did this training and light will tell, well, let's do another training and improve on the previous training because it worked before, so let's do this again. But you are doing it. Note, okay? Notice the difference because this is key, okay? You are doing it because you are attached to the outcome. You are doing this in order to have visibility, in order to get your message out in the world. You are doing this in order to eventually gather people into your free group, in order to eventually someone in there takes an interest in you and DMs you for a one-on-one experience, or wants to get into your paid group program, you know? So this is like the classic one-on-one textbook strategy for all coaches. So your way out of this cycle is to appreciate and recognize the quality of the energy that this idea gives to you. This idea and all of the other ideas. Appreciate, and you will start noticing that all, without exceptions, all light thoughts will have a weak energy compared to truth. Okay? Because the truth kind of thought will make you feel so alive. So it's so fun that you don't even consider not doing, or you would just be doing it. You would just be living it, or it would make you feel so. I mean, there's many different instances, but truth, better stated, truth is always something that goes straight into the vein. You know, it's not something that you ponder upon and you process. There's no matter. There's no content for you to process. It's just something that is direct to your turn on. You feel it. It's direct to your turn on. Like, for example, I'm right here walking my dog. He's somewhere here. And I mean, I saw these beautiful waves. It's incredible out today. And I just recorded a lot of images, you know, and then I send it to a lot of people, my friends, my family, my WhatsApp groups. And that's just, you know, something that you don't even think about, right? So this is like this is just a very simple reference for truth. Okay, light would be something like, let me see if I record these waves, this beautiful ocean, and send it to so-and-so, let's see if this is going to get me some visibility for them to think about me, and maybe the next time that they have a dinner party, they will think of me, you know, like I will be like the first person that comes to mind, or one of the persons that comes to mind for them to invite me over to their house. You know, there's like there's stakes, you know, there's something that matters to you. There's something that matters, something that is dear to you, something that you desire as some sort of result, an outcome. It's not like, the main difference really is that truth is an experience in and of itself, and it's complete. I'm going to repeat that. Truth is an experience in and of itself, and it's complete, regardless of who likes the videos, who comments, who even sees them. You know, for you, it was like something that you had a taste for it and you just did it. Boom, it's done, you know. So that's the quality. That's just a little example of a daily thing, but it's still valid, you know. It's still a great example, because the quality of the energy is what makes something be truth or shadow or light. It's just that. So you need to be able to differentiate, and whenever you do that, and you realize that you are doing something because it matters to you, usually it will be something that will make it serious. And serious is always a sign of illusion. So what is illusion? illusion is everything that is not the truth, that is not of you. It's of your past or of your future or of your brain, of your do's and don'ts, of your education, of your expectations, other people's expectations. It's of your there's so much stuff. It's all of the light stuff and all of the shadow. So illusion is all of the things that matter and have stakes and that you care so much about, that are so important to you, that have so much value. Light is value, and in truth, it's so direct to your energetic bones. It's just so direct to your energetic blood. It doesn't have, look at my puppy, so here, so cute. It doesn't have a heart to it. The energetic heart is not involved in it. You're not doing this to be generous or to be kind or to cheer somebody up. There's nothing of that. You're not doing this in order to get clients or visibility or recommendations or likes or anything. So there's no matter to it. There's no content. There's no trade-off. None. So illusion is everything that is a lie, because it's not the truth. It's not something that is of you, and it's not of the now present moment. It has a hook for the future, for an outcome, and it has a hook from the past because it's something that you've done before and it worked, or something that you just learned, or something that you've always done. It has this tradition weight to it, and that's why you do it. That's why you do it. So it matters the quality of the energy only. It only matters the quality of the energy. It's not about what you do or don't do. Nothing per se is shadow, light, or truth. It's only the quality of the energy about it. So when you drop into truth and you unhinge from all of the stakes and everything that you care for and everything that is most dear and precious to you, all of it without exception, you will be free to access truth, and you'll be free to recognize truth, and it will be very, very, very surprising to you what it will be revealed, because you've never lived in that frequency with no hooks and references and just tied to all of these things. You've never tapped into that with regards to something that has been so dear and precious to you. You see, so you've accessed truth many times before with regards to other things, the things that don't have any weight, because weight is that very dense shadow content or the light content. That's what makes it weigh you down, and that's why people get down. So it's starting to rain, so you will be accessing truth, and then truth will be revealed to you, and that's your next move. So you're like my question in my post, where that says, okay, so what in the heck are you actually supposed to be doing? It's not even following your intuition, because that's also a thing. And truth, there's nothing in truth. It's just what is, and what is of the moment. So you don't know. It's not something that someone can tell you from a textbook or a model or a method or a process. You don't know. You cannot know, because truth is of the moment, and as such, it can only be something totally and completely and utterly 100% new to you, which means that you may do something that you never imagined you do. So you'd have to, first of all, clear from you all of these gunk that is attached to how you proceed with your business, and make it your new thing. Because it's fun, it's not because I'm telling you to do, because it's fun to do it, to just get rid of all of the messages that you are doing from a light dimension. So, but even if you are doing a bunch of things from the light, it doesn't matter what the things are per se, you see. So you can be doing exactly the same things that you've done before, or nothing of sorts, like I said, so long as you do it from truth, and truth will be felt in very many possible ways, but it's something that you have a taste for. It's something that you have a true taste for. It's something that turns you on. There's these teas. It's a great thing because it reminds you, and I love these things. It's truth turns you on, and truth is what you have a taste for. It's all teas. Truth, taste, turn on. And that's all. That's all. So if you have a taste for, following someone's method to the T, that's truth for you. You see what I'm saying? This can get a bit maybe confusing in the beginning, but it's just so not. It's so simple, because you just follow the truth of the quality of the energy. You just follow the truth of the quality of the energy. For example, when I was a nutritionist, many people used to come to me after doing 17 rounds of diets from other programs and nutritionists and all that, and they would say, well, it worked. I lost the weight when I did all of these things. And what happens is that in the beginning, the person is aligned with said diet, so they are truthfully turned on by that, and that's why it works, you see. And then what happens is that they lose track of that level of energy. They lose track of that experience, because the reason why you want a high level of energy and want truth and want to even look at any of that is because at the end of the day you want to have the best experience of your life, right? So that's why I'm telling you to pay attention to the quality of the energy of the thoughts that cross your mind, and of the emotions that you have, and also of how certain actions feel to you, and everything, how your scarves and your hats and your jackets, everything, your food, everything, where you live, and quality of your bedding, everything, just everything. You want to have the best experience, and once again, the best experience is when you come from truth, and you tap into what truly turns you on. So those people lose the weight because they are turned on by starting a new dietary plan, but then they cannot, they lose the energy. They let it go. They start doing it for the outcome. They start getting attached to the outcome, and they don't stay in truth. They go from truth to shadow because they have a lot of stakes around their weight. So when you have stakes around your weight, and when you have light around your weight or your business or your money or your marriage or your friendships, all of that, you cannot, it's impossible to have the best experience. And because of you not having the best experience, then you want out. So that's why this is even relevant. So pay attention to the quality of the energy of everything that is going on in your life, your thoughts, your everything. Like if you're on a phone call and the quality of that phone call is not high, make it high. Or many times the high, and I'm going to tell you something that is amazing that I discovered. The high quality comes from you hanging up, and you can hang up in many ways, but the high quality of a phone call that becomes not up to your true standards, not up to the quality of the truth of what you want to experience, becomes in realizing that and very quickly disengaging with that phone call. That's the thing that will do it for you. So you want to continuously, basically want to rinse and repeat this very thing for everything in your life. So that's the thing, that's the answer to the post, okay? So what are you supposed to actually and very specifically be doing? Well, recognize the truth and submit to it without hesitation. That's what you're supposed to be doing. In this case, in all of them. Bye.